Mixed races met under one roof to commemorate the Ancestors' Day. Experts believe declaring this day official Ancestors' Day will go a long way in recognizing the various traditions and diverse cultures South Africa has.
You would understand that the reason maybe a young African to be unable to understand what is the essence of an ancestor is the reason that we have not made time to study who we are. We have our cultures. What was that? So now we need to start from the scratch and say, what happens when someone dies? Where does the universal energy and the human energy goes to? Science reveals that it radiates to the space. So it means they still exist, and they've given us language, and language is an order of words. Whatever we were saying, it was ordered by those who came before us.
The House of Traditional Leaders is also in support of the idea.
The importance of this day in South Africa is give us an opportunity to educate the public and to conscientize our people as to where we come from as a people. It also is a day to ensure that there is an alignment between us and those who came before us. We are related to our ancestors by blood and many other forms. So it's important that we shouldn't allow a disconnect. We need those blessings. We must invoke the spirit of our ancestors so that even in the spiritual domain of the national discourse of our country, our ancestors are actually embedded. This day is also about ensuring that we liberate the African voice insofar as issues that are related to indigenous knowledge system.
The institution is advising government to expedite the process to engage communities for inputs in order to have Ancestors' Day included in the national calendar.
It's very important that on such a day as the Ancestors' Day, that we embrace all our communities in their diversity, because this day is about celebrating our ancestors in their collective as different cultural ramifications. Government therefore must come to play its role to process this thing within its own regulation and processes so that it does become a recognized day in the national calendar of the nation. The government has a critical role to play because people think and do and then hand over to government to implement their thinking and their decisions. So we have a progressive government in this country. We are celebrating 30th anniversary, and the government is surely in agreement with what we are saying. It can't oppose it. We just have to follow the process until this day is recognized and the government issues a gazette for that recognition.
Traditional healers, traditional leaders, and cultural enthusiasts want this day declared and gazetted as official Ancestors' Day.
This is our third year in Johannesburg. Our intention is to continue and of course communicate for the whole of South Africa and hopefully have this day in other corners of South Africa next year and for years to come.
Government agrees but insists some work needs to be done.
It will take time. We can pronounce, we can declare it, but if people don't understand the meaning behind this important day, I think as government would have failed. So for us is for them to first start understanding, because you can only value something that you understand. So in this process, NHC is coming up with programs, to conscientize people so that they start understanding the importance of this particular day.
Provinces have been urged to support this significant move so that South Africans may officially celebrate Ancestors' Day in the near future. Calvin Dludla, SABC News, Johannesburg.